Hey, you know that movie? All right, so it is 1:20 Friday, October 2nd. White F-150 drove by with a toolbox in the back. I have a Mercedes four-door SUV gold with tinted windows. I had drove by just recently after that vehicle, like maybe 15 minutes of that vehicle. Um, and then I have a blue four-door tinted window BMW 7 Series with nice rims on it. Them are the new three vehicles I have. The white F-150 is mostly the one I keep seeing. Let's see if the GMC shows up today. So, you know that movie called Never Ending Story? That's what you guys are. It's a never ending story. It's like a story and story and story, right? So now I understand watching Glenn Beck that has gave me light. I'm in the light. I know what's going on now. I'm well informed, and because you're listening to everybody's conversation, that's why the grid went down for a while after the debates between one clown and one that slurs words and one that's speaking the truth. And pretty much now that Trump's got COVID-19, y'all are going to bash him for that too. You're just going to wring his fucking neck. There's maybe a reason why he got COVID-19, but I can't say. If somebody gave me a lot of money right now, I'd hush hush and just move on. But and in the end, I get, taken out by like Jeremy Epstein, or all the other ones. Like it's a pattern with these people. It's like suicide. Well, we'll just say he committed suicide. Oh, we'll just say he committed suicide. Like all the people under the Bill Clintons. That whole thing. How people came up missing and their party are dead to get them out of the way to hush hush, not say anything. But it was always suicide. It was a pattern. Suicide. So in a mind, what I learned when I worked in law enforcement is you got to learn how the criminal mind works, right? And I learned that over the years. I learned how to be a criminal. I learned the criminal mind. I know how to manipulate someone and fucking twist some shit if I wanted to say something. Not what I'm saying now. I'm speaking the truth. But if I want to manipulate something and then believe somebody, like a lie, like Hitler said. Hitler said if you really want to believe that lie, and if you keep feeding that lie and keep feeding it, and eventually someone's going to believe it, right? They're going to believe it. And what's going on in the media right now? I'm glad I watched Glenn Beck, because he pointed out on his thing on Glenn Beck's show about why is Obama haven't left Washington, D.C. Because they're planning to overthrow Trump. They're planning. He had the documents. He had the evidence. And then Glenn Beck talked about the Agenda 21, but they changed that now. That's Agenda 30. And they try to think ahead of us. I mean, they are listening to everybody. I mean, they got the grid. Now you know they got the grid because after the debates, everything went down. They want you to be sheeps. They want you to be dumb. They want you to be not to fight back. They don't want you standing up for yourself. Well, that's not me. I'm a fighter. I've been born and raised in America. I'm American. I must be a patriot. I don't know. I can't call myself a patriot. I'm not a Proud Boy either, but or I'm not Antifa. But I am going to say this. I have a camera that I had said before, and I know Antifa and I know Freemasons have to see it for themselves to play God. And like my Medicare card is still missing. When y'all broke into my mailbox back in 2018 before Thanksgiving. Strange things, I called the FBI. I make a report about it months ago. And then when I call back, the FBI agent says, oh, you're not on file. Oh, that's them fucking with my shit. Like they keep fucking with my job. And they keep fucking me when I was trying to go get a job at the Goodwill. Because I had yesterday, a lady called me yesterday from the Goodwill, questioning me on about, oh, we were just calling back. It's been 6 months I applied for that job. And they call me now? That's odd. That's not normal. I live in America. I know from right. I know from wrong. I know what life is, and I know what fiction is, right? You see where I'm going with this pattern? I don't think you are. So I'm going to keep calling it out like you do on the media. I'm going to keep saying it. Each vehicle that keeps driving by, I'm going to keep calling it out. And I remember, you hide in your bunkers. George Soros, Fox News is corrupt now because no one wouldn't call out George Soros. He is the mastermind. He's always been that mastermind. Because his mind, I watched a documentary about George Soros. His mind is, he doesn't believe men or God was created by man. Let me repeat that. God created man, right? Well, he thinks men created God. That's the way he thinks. And he doesn't believe in cows, because you got to be vegan. Can't eat meat. Got to eat chicken. You don't want to fart in cow to pollute your thing. So my thing is, I'll keep calling these vehicles out. And like I said, I have a concealed permit, and I carry a gun wherever I go. And I know how to use it if I have to. I did security for 10 years. I had to go through mandate training for that. That was fun. But F-150, gold Mercedes, 4-door, 10 windows. That son of a bitch flies through here. I should call that one in. Our speed limit's 25 through here, by the way, not 45. Blue BMW, 4-door. Now, I got to go down there and check. That guy might live at that black guy's house down there with the other Mercedes, or the BMW. But like I said, there's a neighbor had reported there was a carjacking in the neighborhood. That someone was scoping out cars and shit and trying to break in cars. So that's another thing that could be suspicious. Anyways, I just wanted to report that. Y'all have a God blessed day.